Excuse me, bro, what do you do for a living? Yo,
What's up, man?
what do you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur.
You're an entrepreneur? What's your name, man?
maxb, New York's
Okay.
finest. What's going on, brother?
You make music.
I make everything. I manufacture. I'm a manufacturer. I got the factories. I'm like Henry Ford out this month.
Henry Ford?
Yeah.
What's next for you? What are you working on right now?
I'm working on the purge. I'm working on a few other things. I'm working on the coke wave narcos. We're working on treats to come. Stay tuned.
What's one piece of advice you give to somebody watching this video who wants to do something similar to you?
Keep working, man. Put your head down. Keep pushing. Keep running. Don't complain. maxb, signing out.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Have a good one.
Good?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Welcome back to The Deep Dive. Today we are really unpacking one of the most complex sagas in modern music, and criminal justice too, the return of maxb. On November 9, 2025, Charley Wingate, that's maxb, he walked free after 16 years.
16 years.
But you have to remember the context here. The clock he was originally up against was ticking towards a 75-year sentence.
75. It's an insane number.
That number is what made this whole thing a lightning rod. And his release, even after all this time, is just a monumental story of perseverance.
It really is. And our mission today really is to look at the three core pillars of this story. First, we have to synthesize that brutal but successful legal journey.
How he beat that sentence.
Exactly. Then we need to define his wavy musical legacy. I mean, how did he stay so relevant while he was gone? And finally, we have to look at the tightrope he's walking right now.
The comeback versus the constraints.
Right. The demands of a modern music career against, 5 years of parole.
Okay, so let's start there with that terrifying number, 75 years. It's the core of the whole mythos. What actually led to the incarceration, and what was the specific legal move that let him reduce a sentence that was, well, it was basically a life sentence.
It really was. The whole thing stems from a terrible incident back in 2007.
Yeah.
It was a robbery at a hotel in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and it tragically resulted in a fatality.
And maxb was implicated in that.
Right. So when he's convicted in 2009, he's facing charges for armed robbery conspiracy.
Yeah.
And the judge just threw the book at him. 75 years.
Wow.
And that judgment immediately turned him into this, legendary figure. It fueled this massive Free maxb movement.
And that's where the legal strategy really comes in, because he didn't just win an appeal in the traditional sense. He took a deal.
Exactly. The big turning point, the absolute crux of it, was in 2016. maxb accepts a plea deal for aggravated manslaughter.
Okay, that's a key distinction.
It's a critical distinction. By accepting that charge, he's basically taking responsibility for the outcome of the incident, but not the intent of the original, much more severe charges.
So what does that do legally?
Well, here's the fascinating part. The deal allowed his original convictions, the ones that got him the 75 years, to be vacated.
Vacated. So for those of us who aren't lawyers, what does that mean?
It means they were effectively erased, wiped off the books.
So it reset the clock.
Completely. It reset the clock, reset the charges, and that led to the huge reduction down to a new 20-year term.
Talk about turnaround of the century. This dude maxb was just released from prison 3 hours ago, where he was in prison for over 16 years. That's over a decade and a half. And within those 3 hours, he's on the field for the Jets game? In Louis Vuitton? Just with all of his ice? I don't think I've ever seen this quick of a turnaround. I mean, talk about adjusting to normal. Well, not even normal. Just talking about adjusting to life again. And like he's... 3 hours? He's already on the field for the Jets game? I mean, shit. That's motion. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking motion.
And with credit for time served, that's what set the November 2025 release date.
That successful maneuvering then led to the final confirmation, which only came a few months ago, right?
Right, he'd been talking about it. But the proof came in September 2025. He posts the actual letter from the New Jersey State Parole Board to his Instagram.
Made it real.
It made it tangible for everyone. And the homecoming on November 9th was just It was explosive.
Yeah, I saw the videos.
His longtime collaborator, French Montana, was right there. He shared this really emotional video with the caption, "My brother really came home. No more free you." It was like the whole industry could finally exhale.
Okay, so that brings us to his cultural impact. Because 16 years is an eternity in hip-hop, how did a man behind bars maintain such a powerful cultural hold? Is it just nostalgia, or is there something more to it?
That's the big question, right?
Okay.
And the answer is that it's based on genuine stylistic innovation. It's not just nostalgia. He's a cult figure because he pretty much single-handedly pioneered the wave.
Define the wave for us, because melodic rap is a term that gets thrown around a lot now.
It gets thrown around way too much.
Yeah.
But his wavy style is specific. First, it's the voice. It's got this idiosyncratic kind of nasal but incredibly smooth, relaxed cadence.
Okay.
And second, it's the production. He was using these like mid-2000s R&B samples that gave the music this luxurious, almost cinematic feel. It was street, but it was also escapist.
So he really did create a blueprint. Can you trace a direct line from him to artists on the charts today?
Oh, absolutely. You can't talk about the current landscape without him. That smooth, sing-song delivery that took over New York street rap and then evolved into trap melodies, that owes him a massive debt.
Who specifically?
Well, artists like A.T. Rocky explicitly cited him. A lot of the melodic trap guys in the early 2010s, they took that relaxed cadence and that mix of street talk with, luxurious sound, and they just ran with it. He gave a whole generation permission to sing on a rap track.
And what's wild is that he kept his name out there while incarcerated. He wasn't totally silent.
Never truly silent, no. He had projects like Vigilante Season in 2011 and that big one with French Montana, Coke Wave 4.
He even had that piece on Kanye's The Life of Pablo.
That's right. But beyond the music itself, the mechanism of his relevance was the mythology. The injustice of the 75-year sentence.
Who gonna be talked about the most 50 years from now? Nigga, we all dying.
A powerful narrative. Fans weren't just listening to his music.
So,
they were part of the free maxb.
That makes us all equal, because everybody's leaving, whether y'all like it or not. But who gonna leave the biggest legacy? Who gonna leave the energy out here, people?
That story of endurance and injustice filled his physical absence and kept him current.
So his return isn't just a comeback. It's being seen as this major cultural event, a chance to re-inject some of that raw, foundational energy back into the modern sound.
Absolutely. The media sees it as a necessary correction for the current state of rap.
Okay, so he's out. The celebration is over. Let's talk about the reality. His first moves post-release seem to show exactly where his priorities are.
They really do. His first actions were both very moving and deeply symbolic. Personally, he gave his wife a 3.5-carat ring.
And they met while he was incarcerated?
Yeah, they corresponded and then married on Valentine's Day of 2025 while he was still inside. He called the ring a gesture of love and renewal.
And then professionally?
Lightning speed, first public appearance. A Jets game at MetLife Stadium. And almost immediately, reports confirmed he was already in the studio, working.
He wants to dive in head first. What's the immediate plan look like for him to capitalize on all this momentum?
It looks extremely aggressive. In the next, say, 6 months, you can expect a flood of singles and EPs to maximize the viral impact.
And collaborations, I assume?
Oh, for sure. With French Montana's support and his influence on younger artists, major collabs are basically inevitable. They're necessary.
And what about performing?
There are already reports of a 7-date club run.
Okay.
Small venues, tri-state area. It's a smart move, quick revenue, generates press, and it's logistically simple while he's getting his feet under him.
But this entire aggressive strategy slams right into the biggest wall he faces.
The legal reality of parole.
Exactly. He has total creative freedom now, but almost zero logistical freedom.
That is the central conflict of his entire comeback. He is under mandatory supervision for 5 full years.
What does that mean in practical terms for an artist in 2025?
It means he lives under a regime of strict rules that just don't work with the life of a modern global artist.
Like what?
Constant reporting schedules. But the big one is travel restrictions. Modern music careers demand global movement touring across states, playing festivals in Europe, features with international artists.
Oh, for him?
For him, any travel outside the state, let alone the country, needs pre-clearance from a parole officer. So those spontaneous opportunities that make a viral career, functionally impossible.
And on top of that, he's facing a 16-year gap in industry knowledge.
A huge gap. He's coming back to an industry run by streaming algorithms and TikTok virality. He has to be everywhere, digitally, while being legally forced to stay in one place, physically.
And the risk is immense.
It's the single greatest risk. Failing to comply with even one small condition, missing a meeting, an unauthorized trip, could trigger reincarceration. Instantly.
That is a brutal tightrope to walk. Generate the income you need, but the very things you need to do to generate it are restricted by the system that just let you out. So maxb's story is this profound tension between massive cultural capital and these rigid, unmoving legal limitations. He has the fans, the industry allies, the strategy.
But for the next 5 years, he has to navigate this impossible intersection of commercial pressure and non-negotiable legal rules.
So that's the final question, really.
It is. His release is being framed as this historic moment of redemption. But when you have 5 years of strict parole and you're trying to navigate this unforgiving, fast-moving industry that demands constant global movement, what element is ultimately going to define his comeback?
His legacy, his legal status, or the pressure to monetize.
Exactly. His cultural legacy, the legal chains that are still on him, or the raw pressure to make up for lost time. That is the fascinating conflict we're all about to watch play out.
The day they saw me walk out of prison, dressed head to toe in that shimmering Vegas exclusive outfit, everyone thought I lost my mind. But what they didn't know was this: I wasn't showing off. I was cashing in on a survival plan I wrote 15 years ago. On the last night before I got arrested, I already knew I might not make it back out anytime soon. The music industry was too dirty, real friends were too few, and I had to protect everything that was mine. So I built 3 plans that would keep me from losing even if I spent 15 years behind bars. First was the trust fund. I moved every dollar I had into an account I couldn't touch, leaving just enough for my family to live on. 15 years later, I walked out and not a single cent was gone. Second was the copyrights. I knew music was my lifeline, so I had my lawyer reclaim every right to my work, even the ones they tried to sneak away from me. Third was my family. I made sure they visited me regularly, told me how the world was changing, reminded me of who I was, so when I stood in front of the crowd again, I smiled. Not the smile of someone who survived prison, but the smile of a man who planned 15 years ahead and won.
Hey, how you doing today?
What's good, beloved? Max Biggervale.
What's your name? Where you from?
Max Biggervale, New York, New York.
Yes, sir.
Fresh out the can.
Damn.
Off of 18 stretch.
Damn.
They gave me 7 and 5, but I'm back.
Yes, sir. You're back. And then describe your fit for us right quick.
Oh man, it's Louis Vuitton. Head to toe. All the way down to the sneaks. To the fanny pack. I'm here.
Okay. We see. How you feel to be home, man? How you feel? How you feeling?
I feel righteous.
Damn.
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
I know it is. I'm grateful.
Okay.
I'm thankful.
Love that.
God is good.
Okay, Max, you give anybody a styling tip? What would it be?
Listen, man, just be yourself.
Get
what you can afford. Get what you can afford. Be yourself and wear what you wear. If it look good on you, own it.
Okay.
Right?
We love that.
Yeah.
When you building your fits, what you start with?
Listen, man, I start with the drawers. I need Egyptian cotton. I got polo Egyptian cotton on up under here. I need Egyptian cotton. I start with the drawers.
Okay.
Then I do the socks.
Okay.
Then I do the tee. And then work my way around.
We love that. Yes, sir. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, New Jack City.
Damn, why?
Cause man, it just is. It's in New York.
Yeah.
It's just a cultural movie.
Yeah.
And every time I see it, I watch it.
Okay.
Right?
What's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song?
Yeah.
That's a hard question. I don't think I can answer that. Because I got so many.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm my favorite.
Ooh. Okay.
Me.
So what kind of
side?
Is there any new artists or anybody out there you want to work with?
Listen. Anybody that can keep up with the boss gone. Anybody that's an A-lister.
Okay.
Anybody that got a sack. Balls. Look me up, I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you wavy. If you got a catalog and they don't got no boss gone in it, you're now cipher. Get with your boy.
And let the people know your zodiac sign.
I'm a Gemini.
Big Gemini. You see the boy.
It's 2 of me.
Yeah. Welcome home, Max.
All right,
yes, sir.
Bitch Chrissy called my phone. Why does bitch call my phone when I told her I was trying to cool the drama down? She said, Biggie, I need you. You can do that? That bitch don't get enough of this dick. Bitch, I'm the space invader. I got the bitch Chrissy on
on tape. And I'm about to show that. Got the bitch on my camera phone. Got the bitch on my camera phone. I got the bitch Chrissy on my camera phone. That's Jim Jones' fiance. Right when you're single and your album about to pop, I got that bitch going crazy. Why she doing that to you? I look so good. I always look good when I talk about that bitch. Look, yo, bitch told me in the car I look like a girl. I said, bitch, you look like a gorilla. Young Chris in the building. I got Chrissy on tape. Look, you think Chrissy wasn't on my dick? Look at me. I'm fly. That bitch was on me. She wiped it all off with your Speedos. She look big. Man, 600 horses. She guaranteed. Fuck, she'll love it too. She gonna eat you up. She gonna eat you for breakfast. Right, baby? She gonna be like, you gotta hit her with the
right there, I got the whole thing. You got what? You got Jim going back in there talking about call the police? Did you get that? Nah. You ain't get that? You ain't fucking get that? You ain't get that? That's the studio right there. That's that nigga cars. Why you ain't get that? Why you ain't get that, my nigga? You ain't get nothing no more.
The day they saw me walk out of prison, dressed head to toe in that shimmering Vegas exclusive outfit, everyone thought I lost my mind. But what they didn't know was this: I wasn't showing off. I was cashing in on a survival plan I wrote 15 years ago. On the last night before I got arrested, I already knew I might not make it back out anytime soon. The music industry was too dirty, real friends were too few, and I had to protect everything that was mine. So I built 3 plans that would keep me from losing even if I spent 15 years behind bars. First was the trust fund. I moved every dollar I had into an account I couldn't touch, leaving just enough for my family to live on. 15 years later, I walked out and not a single cent was gone. Second was the copyrights. I knew music was my lifeline, so I had my lawyer reclaim every right to my work, even the ones they tried to sneak away from me. Third was my family. I made sure they visited me regularly, told me how the world was changing, reminded me of who I was, so when I stood in front of the crowd again, I smiled. Not the smile of someone who survived prison, but the smile of a man who planned 15 years ahead and won.